honest, I don't want us to have it. I'm going to do very, very quickly.
The truck was actually coming from Ring Road. It missed a step. So as it was trying to gather itself, it fell.
What we are witnessing these days, it is something we can no longer understand.
They should stop telling us and promising us all those promises are fake, giving us details of promises are fake. We don't want it anymore.
Good afternoon and welcome to BeeTv News Update at 3. I am Ruth Obodu, and now the news in detail. Azuka Ogunjiba, publisher of Media Room Hub and former This Day reporter, has accused the Nigeria Police Force for harassment, assault, and unlawful detention following allegations of cyberbullying and defamation. Ms. Ogunjiba's alleged harassment and assault had to growing concerns about the increasingly hostile treatment of journalists in Nigeria, particularly by the police and other armed forces. Speaking at the press conference in Ikeja, Ms. Ogunjiba said her health had deteriorated since she was detained in a cell in Abuja for 3 days with her.
Since I left the police station, I left Abuja, so that's why I'm here, because I know that tomorrow it can be. The reason I'm speaking out is because I know that a lot of my colleagues in the past have been victims of things like this, and they kept quiet, and I don't know why they kept quiet, but in my case, I'm like, no, I have always respected the law and rules of this country.
The Enugu State government has signed a memorandum of understanding with Tribute Limited and the Songhai Regional Center to revive and develop the long-abandoned Songhai Enugu Agro-Industrial Project. Governor Peter Umbag, represented by the Secretary to the State Government, Professor Chidebere Unya, said the partnership will boost food production, create jobs, and regionalize the state's agricultural potential. He noted that the project, originally launched in 2013, has remained incomplete until now. Founder of the Songhai Regional Center, Reverend Father Godfrey Azamujo, said the revitalized farm will help transform the state's economy by harnessing local opportunities. Representatives of the Tribute Limited, Unadi Uzo, said the initiative will reduce youth migration and cut down on food importation by offering viable alternatives at home.
Governor Peter approved this joint venture with Tribute Limited and Songhai Regional Center to reactivate, rehabilitate, and operationalize the farm.
Important what we eat. If we cannot feed us, 50 years ago, many people died of kwashiorkor, right? And here we are again. We have not even started scratching our soils. You understand? So it's about time we all do something.
That this government is different. That we'll have a new sheriff in town. We'll have a government that planned his governance strategies, and we'll have a government that has its business as on rehabilitation of our moribund assets. And agriculture plays a central focus in this government.
The digital landscape is driven by creativity, making it essential for professionals to strike a balance between artistic skill and business strategy. This was a key theme at this year's Business Photography Conference, where creatives gathered to gain insight on how to grow and scale their businesses. Now speaking to journalists, the convener of the conference, Kola Oshalusi, noted that the virtual art sector is more than just expression. It is a robust avenue for job creation, cultural preservation, representing Africa's genuine creative on the global stage.
The last 8 years, we impacted more than 40,000 people physically And we've learned, but it's not enough to learn. It's important to practice. So the take-home will be for everything that's been learned, there's a need for us to take it and apply into, the daily lives, the businesses, and let's begin to grow enterprises that would improve the economy of Nigeria.
President Donald Trump has signed an executive order that will add $100 annual fee to applicants to the H-1B visa program for skilled foreign workers. Trump's order mentions abuse of the program and will restrict entry unless payment is made. The reports.
Critics have long argued that H-1Bs undercut the American workforce, while supporters, including billionaire Elon Musk, argue it allows the U.S. to attract top talent from around the world. In another order, Trump set up a new gold card to fast-track visas for certain immigrants in exchange for fees starting at £1 million. Trump's order is due to come into force on September 21st. It would only apply to new requests, but companies would have to pay the same amount for each applicant for 6 years. U.S. Commerce Secretary Owen Lutnick said Trump's order mentions abuse of the program and will restrict entry unless payment is made.
So the whole idea is no more will these big tech companies or other big companies train foreign workers.
Return before tomorrow's deadline if possible. Anyone unable to make it back before the order takes effect should avoid attempting U.S. re-entry until further guidance is provided. The company is also quoted as Soher Osaregi, reporting for BeeTv News.
Estonia has denounced what it calls an unprecedented brazen violation of its airspace after 3 Russian MiG-31 bombers crossed into its territory on Friday. The aircraft, which reportedly flew with transponders off, remained inside Estonia airspace for nearly 12 minutes before NATO scrambled in Tanya F-35 to escort them out. Tallinn says it will invoke Article 4 of the NATO Treaty, allowing members to hold urgent consultation on security threats. NATO described the incursion as reckless, while Estonia confirmed it coordinated closely with Finland and Sweden during the incident. The latest breach adds to a pattern of Russian military activity near NATO's borders, following recent drone incursions into Polish and Romania territory. Analysts say the duration of the jet's presence makes the Estonia case particularly alarming. The episode underscores rising tensions between Russia and NATO members in Eastern Europe, with growing concerns that repeated airspace violation could trigger wider confrontation. The suspension of late-night host Jimmy Kimmel has sparked a heated debate over free speech, political pressure, and media independence in the U.S.
Talk show hosts in the U.S. are raising concerns about free speech after ABC indefinitely suspended Jimmy Kimmel. On his show, Jon Stewart mocked what he called a hilarious administration compliance show, questioning whether pressure from Donald Trump's administration on major networks is stifling dissent.
We have another fun, hilarious administration compliant show.
We saw the dismissal of a very well-known chat show host in America last night, Mr. Kimmel. Is free speech more under attack in Britain or America?
How dare you, sir? What outfit are you with, sir? The Antifa Herald Tribune? All this swirling around, are the naysayers and the critics right? Is Donald Trump stifling free speech?
Of course not, John. If ABC thinks that this is going to satisfy the regime, they are woefully naive.
The controversy has since sparked a wider debate over political influence on the media, with Stewart and others urging networks not to cave in. As he puts it, you cannot give an inch, stressing the importance of protecting open expression in a charged political climate. Harmony Agba for reporting for BeeTv News.
And now we'll be going on a short break. Do stay with us.
My people of Edo State, Development is not a miracle. It is the result of responsibility and action. You want good roads, quality hospitals, schools, jobs for our youth? Then you must understand this simple truth. Government cannot perform without your tax. Government will fix schools, build roads, light up communities if the people pay their tax. That's how governance works. It is not about politics. It is about progress. When you pay your tax, you are not helping the government. You are helping yourself. You are helping your family and your future. Don't wait to be chased. Do the right thing. Be part of building the new Edo State. Pay your tax with pride. Let us build Edo together. This message is brought to you by Edo Development.
Welcome back, and now to business news. The World Bank Group, through the International Finance Corporation, has completed its first securitization transaction valued at $510 million. Let's join BeeTv News Esoe Osaringe for details and more from the business world.
The collateralized loan obligation repackages IFC's loan portfolio into rated securities, creating a new asset class tailored to the risk and return requirement of global institutional investors such as pension funds, insurance companies, and asset managers. The initiative forms part of IFC's Originate to Distribute investment strategy, which is designed to attract private institutional capital into emerging markets. It also enables IFC to free up its balance sheet for additional project financing in developing countries. The World Bank described the transaction as a step towards expanding investment flows into developing economies, signaling a shift from its traditional lending role to that of a facilitator of large-scale private sector capital mobilization. LAG rides the Lagos State back, improve reliability, and support job creation in driving, maintenance, and tech-enabled services. For commuters, they upgrade office cleaner and quieter journeys, where drivers are expected to benefit from lower operating costs and higher earnings. For Lagos State, the initiative represents progress towards its long-term environmental and economic goals. Dangote Petroleum Refinery and Metro Chemicals Limited will resume gantry self-collection sales of petroleum products on Tuesday, September 23, 2025. The decision reverses an earlier directive that suspended self-collection and required marketers to use the refinery's free delivery scheme. Both options, gantry collection and free delivery, will now operate concurrently, with marketers able to register their outlets for direct supply at no additional cost. The refinery stated that the reinstatement is intended to improve operational efficiency and maintain supply stability. It also acknowledged